Bay gave it to me. Is it? I'ma pull up so lit I just might crash, dog. Let me take this Balenciaga mask off, then ask y'all, who asked y'all? Seaton told me to stomp my ass off, that's all. Bop, 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 bop. He was a good cat, my bad, dog. Don't put no K after that B, boy. Bad call, that's flag talk. Fuck around and knock your flag off. I had to. I wore a gap before a tattoo. I had to. As a matter of fact, I had to. No cap, I'm on them capsules. I done relapsed, boo. But I've been on my feet since Cinderella lost the glass shoe. The cash blue, but I'm still seeing green. I'm in the bathroom and I'm being lean. My bitch a vacuum. I told her keep me clean, the scene serene. I'm a badonka-donk in bikini fiend. I just need a queen that ain't scared to fuck a Stephen King. I used to live next door to Drake and Mama D and Lisa D on Eagle Street. How I go from bars on the screen door to the TV screen, don't ask me. But never change the channel, Gucci flannel, Gucci socks, Gucci sandals, Gucci teddy bears and pandas. Not fake propaganda, about to blow out the candle. My little hoe out Atlanta, got a hoe out Atlanta with a hoe out Atlanta. She a hoe out Atlanta, we get it. That's the same in each city. My bitch ain't better than P. Diddy's. And ever since the pandemic, they don't want that Drake out of Canada. I've been screaming free Drizzy. I know they trust my vision, but don't want me to see prison. Said I can't make no promises, either leave or come visit. But leave the keys to your heart next to your soul and your spirit. Some see graffiti as art, some could see hoes to be women. But I'm the greediest shark amongst an ocean of killers. I put you 6 feet deep, I'm being socially distant. Nina Ross on the hip, the 44 is my mistress. Extra shots, extra clips, ain't talking videos, no Vic, so just come to see about it, bitch. Don't you?
Hey yo, I am the star in any room that I stand in. I am the standout, you just my stand-in. These bitches copy my homework, that's what they hand in. That's why I'm private like the airports I land in. Life is a beach house, don't let the sand in. I ball in any arena, go let the fans in. I should go cop a New Jersey, that's worth the Camden. These bitches time tick-tocking, better stick to dancing. I D&G the wallet, my money tall and brolic. Big ass backyards just so Papa Bear could frolic. One margarita pizza with Parmesan and garlic. These bitches thirsty, I can see why they alcoholics. Ain't gotta ever talk about it when you are about it. Just bought a new car, not to drive it, but to walk around it. Just call me Nikki, cock the blicky, the Minaj is silent. Brand new vanilla Maserati, I've been Haagen-Dazsin'. He called me solid even though I'm dripping water diet. Big booty sticking out, my Daisy Dukes will cause a riot. These bitches still my sons, who could ever deny it? My packs hit different, who could ever supply it? No one bitch could be my op, that shit offends me. It's corporate giants and machines that went against me. I watched bitches, man, they couldn't even rinse me. She said she hot, I said, well, bitch, come and convince me. Ain't no seeing green, but I'm
I want you to put the word out there that we back up. Understand me?
10192 Wave FM.
Yeah.
Hit up Ariel.
I'm outside in an AMG, right outside, TT. Two-turn baby girl, you know me. Still with the dogs that I grew beside. All the around me, right till they die. Gotta watch the time, cause it's flying right by. I'm outside in an AMG, right outside, TT.
You're live.
Two-turn baby girl, you know me.
We're live.
Who am I? All the around me, right till they die. Gotta watch the time, cause it's flying right by. Two-turn baby girl, you know me. I just caught a shorty off a Finsta. Just threw on a hoodie, it's a Crenshaw. Way that I've been living unconventional. I'm just trying to make it to the end, you know. Certain things have started getting tenser. Think we need to have a sun adventure. I could be a man, but maybe down the road. Right now I would rather see my heart turn to chrome. Rather see my heart turn crystal. I can't even front like I don't miss you. Right now I'm just stuck inside a crib on my own. Soon as I free up, I'm about to pop up on your phone. Like I'm outside in an AMG, right outside, TT. Two-turn, baby girl, you know me. Yeah, who am I? All the around me, ride or die. Gotta watch the time, cause it's flying right by. Two-turn, baby girl, you know me. Yeah.
Thought a trip to Mount Vernon might do your soul some good.
We're live.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
What is up, my guy?
Let's go. The soundboard fucking god, bro.
Can we do one for JB?
Like, come on. Like, are you shitting me? Are you shitting me? You shitting me, Mark? Let's
Yes,
go.
sir.
Back.
We back.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 346 of the Chillin' with Villain podcast. Chillin' with Villain podcast. I am one of your hosts, JB.
Junior.
Alongside me, as you just heard on the sticks, is the soundboard god Ariel.
Hit up Ariel.
And from the Garden State, it's our boy Mark.
Period. My boy Mark.
Yo, show that sweater, bro. That shit is tough. Y'all both got tough ass sweaters
Shout
on.
out to Animato.
Got the
Yes,
one
sir.
piece joint on. And then we got my guy
Tune in.
Ariel. Yo, peep that shit.
shout out
Godzilla
to
minus
Joe.
one.
Shout out to Joe. Love you, bro. Thanks.
It's not minus one, but it's
Nah, this
That's-
is -1. This is canon. This is canon. This is canon. Just because I said.
yo. But welcome everybody. We are here today. We're obviously missing our guy
We're brimless.
Brimmy. We're brimless today.
Bro.
Unfortunately,
E aí, gente, tudo bem?
if you in the California area, that's where he is. Not to air him out, but
Yo. Junior is forever just being like, yo, Eunice can't be here because he's at 32 latitude, 43 longitude.
Unity might be calling in. Hopefully, he does call in.
He's gonna do it at the most inconvenient time. Like, we're gonna be in a really good conversation.
Right? He's gonna be like,
And the phone's just gonna ring.
Like, oh, it's like, oh, we
Yeah, he's gonna
live?
be like chewing something,
We
and the
live?
phone's gonna be like this close to his face.
But welcome everybody. So glad y'all could be here chilling with us. We have a great show for y'all tonight. We are gonna be talking. I want to take care of Gen V first. Normally,
What, no tea time?
Damn, no hora de
tea
chá?
time. Tea time is for after. When was the last time y'all
did
heard
something
me
for the
read
first
off?
time?
That's how it's gonna feel for me, bro. It's been a minute since I feel like I've given y'all some tea, and there's a lot on the docket. There's a lot I want to talk about on tea time. So make sure to tune in for that. So we covering Gen V. It was the finale yesterday. Season 2 is wrapped up. If you haven't seen it, please, and you're watching it, just mute us. But stay on. Just mute us for a little bit. We'll be talking about it for a little bit. But then you could come back for tea time. We're gonna be talking DC. We're gonna be talking Marvel. We're gonna be talking fucking betting issues going on in the NBA right now because it's some
today
crazy
years old
shit.
when I found that out. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's some wild shit. And the possibility of DC no longer being a thing. DC might be erased from existence soon. So make sure to tune in as we talk about it.
Exaggerated.
But Mark, if you want to read the chat so we can say what's up to the
Such
people.
an exaggeration.
What are the people saying? Welcome. Y'all think I'm exaggerating?
Yes.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Danny Rue said hello there. Welcome. C Baby.
Hello there.
Thursday Night Live. Pascal Yeet. Kingsbury. New member as of last week, I think. Said big tune back when Drake and Nicki were normal humans.
Yo, for real. What
He
a time,
violent.
you know?
Pascal, Ariel needs to bring back Monaco intro closer to the superpower for Bad Bunny. or Super Bowl. I think.
Yeah, I think he meant to say Super Bowl. Yeah.
Super Bowl. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do something for that.
AD said copyright. Larry said, "Oh shit, I forgot to watch Gen V." My brother's tripping. Pascal Drizzy though. C baby, this shit tough. Or not, sorry, that's Andrew. My fault. Versus C, time to get villainous.
Villainous.
AD said, "We up." Mada said, What's up, my rebels? What's up, Mada?
Hey,
what's up?
My beloveds,
my beloveds.
Kingsbury, let's get into this mid-ass finale. Oh,
damn.
Damn. Oh,
W's in the shot.
Mada said, over-exaggerating to the max. Talking about the DC shit, yeah, for sure. Gen V was really good. C baby said that's it.
Yo, that's crazy. We already got people hating crazy up in here. So we could get it. Hold on, before we get started, just a public service announcement. Obviously we have a YouTube membership here. It's $5 a month. We do member call-ins once a month. Yep. We do giveaways. We do, raffles for our members. And, as the new year, as this year is winding down and a new year commences, we want to have so much, more for you guys in terms of, perks. And we're just going to brainstorm more ideas.
Handing out perks, bro.
Yo, just call me Future, man.
5 milligrams, 10 milligrams.
Yes, sir.
Become a member, guys.
Become a member, exactly. We got mad perks for y'all. But and yeah, if not, it's all good. Make sure to keep liking the content. Make sure to at least subscribe. Tell your friend to tell a friend, and that's it. We appreciate it. But yeah, so Gen V, we could get into it real quick. So I guess we already see somebody saying that Kingsbury said, let's get into this mid-ass finale. A little conversation with Ariel prior to us going live. He kind of said the same thing, and I'm just like, wow. So we 0-2 with finales recently. That's what's happening.
I wouldn't say 0-2. That's a bit of an exaggeration. I don't feel that deeply like mad about it.
Deeply mad about it.
Yeah, I'm not like that.
But why are you agreeing that it could potentially be in there for
if you can hear me,
a mid finale?
Listen, I am somebody that has been consistently watching this, and I even rewatched season 1, and I even rewatched some episodes of this season. I'm really trying to like this, and it's not hitting like that. And then spoilers ahead, but. Mm-hmm. Mark, please agree that Godolkin getting absolute... Wait, hold on. I hope everybody that has not seen this is out of the chat already, but Godolkin getting clapped is kind of crazy, bro. That was a really cool kind of Doflamingo kind of villain, and getting rid of him so soon is kind of crazy. I understand though, Marie needed to level up. I completely get it. It's just, I
don't know. I don't think that I understand. I kind of feel the same way or felt the same way at first, but then I was thinking about it more. It's like the minute he took over her, he was able to actually take over her body.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, he has to die now.
Yeah. Because
even if he doesn't use it on her, he could use it on Homelander. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's it's over. This guy's dead. So I don't know. I mean, I think it would have been interesting to see how him and Homelander interacted. That would have been really cool to.
That's what I mean, Mark. Yeah, that's the thing.
I understand that frustration, but again, I think overall, if the boys only has it doesn't have one. This is it, right?
Yeah,
the next season,
8 episodes. So that's all we got left. Yeah.
So that would have just introduced another thing they have. They would have to wrap up in 8 episodes. I just don't think it's you know what I mean. They already have a lot of shit they're gonna have to do.
Yeah.
So I understand honestly why it happened. So I'm more okay with it now than I was at first.
Even with the ending with with the rebels or the resistance that we get at the end, it felt kind of I'm just like, all right, I do like this. I do like that this is like Marie is the one. Like she's next up. I get it. It just I because of the whole Godokin thing, I'm like, wow, this culminated to this and got rid of him rather quickly. I thought we were gonna get more of him culling the herd. You know, I thought that was gonna keep happening. But I understand. Marie has to level up. This has to move on to the next season. This can't be something that has to be in the way for the plot for next season because it will just convolute it and make it a bit too muddy to get through. I completely understand. It's just not that satisfying. And I wish I fucking loved it because this is a really cool universe. It's just, bro, like
Yeah, you just don't like it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll agree with Ariel in the sense where we could have had SpongeBob a little bit longer. You know what I mean? For those that don't know, I'm pretty sure the actor is the guy that voices SpongeBob.
No way.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
No, he does
I'm
not.
pretty sure, bro.
Yo,
I'm pretty sure.
Yo, Mark.
No,
Mark.
it's not. No, it's not.
No, it is not, bro. No, it is not.
Are you kidding me?
No, don't worry.
There's
I got
no
you
way.
right now.
Yeah, it's not him. It's Tom Kenny. Tom Kenny voices him. Are you stupid? This dude thought it was SpongeBob.
Yo, y'all sure, bro?
Yes.
Ethan Slater.
No way.
There is no
There's
SpongeBob
way.
on his stat list, bro. What you mean?
Oh, thank you. I wasn't tweaking.
Oh,
I
he
wasn't
was in
tweaking.
SpongeBob
Danny
the
Rule, no, he
musical.
played SpongeBob in a theater show. I bet.
No,
Like,
stop
I wasn't.
it.
I
Stop
wasn't.
it.
I wasn't.
That's not a
I
way
ain't
out. That's not a
specified.
way out. That is
I
not.
ain't, I ain't
that is not-
specified.
That's not a way out of this.
I ain't
There is
specified.
no way out of this. There is no way out of this.
I didn't
my friend.
specify. I didn't specify.
dude,
That's exactly what I was referring to.
Mark, is this
That's
a guild?
exactly what I was
Mark,
referring to.
Do you rule this
Nah,
a guild?
I'm still bringing charges. I'm bringing charges. This
That's
is
a guild,
ridiculous.
bro.
Nah, why is that a gill?
Mark
Why is
said,
that a
like,
gill?
bro? Come, dude.
Why is that a
SpongeBob,
gill?
bro.
He
Yo,
voices,
you know who he is though? Yeah, that's Ariana Grande's boyfriend. He's in Wicked. That's him. That's him. That ass. I'm
Bro,
like,
I'm sorry. Like,
Oh,
even
that
though
was insane.
even though Godokin changed the name is such a great Doflamingo
So-
villain, it's just like
so
him,
back,
bro.
Back to my point though. Back to my point. I understand. Like, I wish we got more of that actor as well. But I think for
He was
the
really good.
but for the plot itself, we were dealing with Godokin the entire time. You know, it was just in
We
the
were,
form.
yeah.
It was just in the form of the other actor. It was in the form of Cypher or what was his actual name? Paul.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Who
He has
got
two first names,
who
two
got
first names.
fucking
Rest in peace.
Oh my god,
And
bro.
I knew something was gonna happen. I was like,
I forgot what
they're
happened
having
to him.
They're
What
having
happened to
too
him
good of
again?
a moment right now.
Bro. Oh, it's Doug?
His name is Doug.
Doug.
I said Paul.
With a name like Doug, I knew he was getting home.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was,
Yo, your name
it was
is
raps.
Doug.
It was raps for Doug's for sure.
Raps with Doug.
But
Wait, what
yo,
happened to him though? I
bro,
forgot.
come. What are
He
you
got stabbed.
watching?
He got stabbed by Black Noir.
By
through the
Black
roof of the
Noir.
car.
Like, what are you doing? That's that shit that gets me tight, bro. You can't
Forgot,
You
bro.
can't come here every Thursday and be like, yo, it just didn't hit for me. Wait, what happened? How did he die again? Like, no.
Noir
Like,
was a great cameo though. That
no.
was fun.
Yes,
Yeah,
Noir
no,
was
that's
a
all you
great
care about is
cameo.
cameos.
I love that even Polarity was just like, yo, you talk now?
Yo.
Because
Yo, I totally
Polarity's
forgot. I was
off,
like,
bro.
he was talking. I was like, wait, what the fuck? I was like, oh wait, I forgot. He's now a different.
And he's
thing.
there
I
talking to him about a movie that he started. He's like, I mean, like,
It's like it didn't need for
a
a
plot hole.
sequel.
It sounded like
yeah.
he was. It sounded like they were talking about Alien, or something like one of the Alien. Like he said, like the eggs like hatched and stuff. I didn't listen to the whole like. I was
Yeah, he could
my
be
brain
talking
was
about
focusing more so
Covenant.
on the fact that he was talking, but then I like tuned in half like towards the end of it. I was like, is he talking about Alien or something? What is he talking about?
Yeah. Great cameo. I think Sister Sage being in there is cool as well. And again, because I think the creator did say, it's like, damn, I'm surprised that a lot of people caught on like early on. So I will agree with you, Ariel, in the sense where they could have progressed the story a little sooner. than when they did. So maybe we did get a little bit more of Godolkin, in the sense of in his actual form. So I will agree with you on that. I still don't think that it hurts the season or the finale to me as a whole, but I do see your point, and I do agree with it to an extent.
But keep the same budget, change the story. Imagine if he would have started culling the herd earlier on, and the entire season is kind of Marie
finding out who's been killing these kids,
and not just that, like her kind of like feeling like, damn, like people keep fucking dying, and I'm not like, and like what if like, her sister becomes like that. I mean, no, I feel like maybe Godolkin would have found her power useful. Actually,
Pause.
Yeah. Wait, what happened?
Wouldn't that be kind of reminiscent though of season 1
of culling the herd?
No, like of just people disappearing and them having to find out where they're going.
Not people disappearing. I'm talking about
disappearing
actually
is dead. Like you know what I mean? It's like the same shit.
No. I don't mean the murder mystery thing. I mean like people like fighting on campus. Like that is like the constant
all season long.
Yeah, like make it chaotic. Like I thought it was gonna be like a bit more, like, cause you know why, Mark? Because they make. I'm sorry. Because they make. The whole ranking thing such a big deal. I'm like, that would have been a kind of cool.
1.
I know, but even in season 2, it was mentioned.
Yeah,
that was something that was
mentioned. But I mean, it wasn't like, oh my god,
why bring it
up?
None
of
of
them were like fighting for the top spot.
But you know what it is, and why I do love the tone and vibe of this season is because our main protagonists, and especially Marie, well, all of them, the team as a whole, this, I saw Andrew Matthews, Andrew had put here, the boys meets the fellas. So we'll use that reference for now. So we got the fellas, and I think we get to see more of how they know everything around them is BS. That Vought is BS. Godolkin as a whole, it is bullshit. This whole ranking system is bullshit, and that stuff gets kind of aired out early when Jordan, goes up on the stage, makes a speech as the number 1, being like, "This whole shit is a scam." You know what I mean? So I do like that we're kind of getting it from that perspective of the people that we're with the entire time. And how everything else is just background noise, even to the extent of Sam joining the fraternity and them being like, "Yo, bro, like you're not doing your duties." He's like, "Man, like I ain't dealing with this bullshit right now. I got real world problems going on. Like I got real shit I gotta take care of. I'm not fucking worried about whatever y'all got going on." So I do like that. I do like that we got more of that rather than like them still trying to live out like this regular college, lifestyle when they know everything around them is just bullshit. Speaking of which, though, like the side characters, that we get introduced to this season, they help out like a ton. Like Shawty with the bush, son. Yo, she held it down.
Aaron hated that.
Oh man, nah, bro, I was vibing with that.
Nah, I guess also Gen V wins the award. Wins the award for biggest superhero entrance ever. I think this rivals Thor. Like everybody just coming out of this dude's ass, bro.
Oh,
bro.
But it was smart
bro.
though. It was smart. Like I was just like, oh yeah, like everyone just goes in there.
Yeah.
Jesus, man.
Yo, it was a smart plan.
Come on, man.
And again, I love that Godolkin's whole thing is like, man, some of y'all really don't like your powers are dookies.
You guys are buns,
like the dude
bro.
that he unfortunately killed. Where he was like, "What's your power?" He's like, "Yo, I could make my feet turn into hands." He's just like, oh man, this is no bueno. I'm not saying I agree with this shit at all. Matt says the legendary Brojan horse. Yes, and the name of the title of the episode.
Horse.
The title of the episode was Trojan.
Yes,
yeah.
Confirmed.
But yeah, man, Mark, what are the people saying here on the Gen V finale?
I know I'm wrong.
No, nobody said you wrong, bro.
I gotta be.
The ending felt like a superhero moment. I couldn't take SpongeBob seriously, bro. He'd give these threats and shit, and I was like, I'm ready, yeah, boy. Steve Avery said, I was hyped seeing A Train. Pascal said, same, bro. Now I'm indifferent about Sage, to be honest. Like, I need to know what her plan is, because why is she helping all these white men in power out? I was surprised. It seems like she genuinely liked him. Yeah, it did actually seem like she genuinely liked him, for sure.
Can we pause that for a second? Can we talk about that real quick? What is y'all thoughts on Sister Sage? What is her... Does she herself, being the smartest person in the world, have her own motive in all this?
Of course.
Yes.
What is it?
To take over.
Which is anyway.
I think well, not take over, but like, I think she just wants to. She either has, I think it's like one of two things. She either has one, or it's like she just wants to prove that Brain like beats Braun, and like just take out Homelander and kind of like take over in a sense, or she has some kind of long-standing hatred towards Homelander, and she doesn't trust a lot of people, and she's manipulating a lot of people to kind of, and she'll end up helping the boys out. But I think it's more so like she has her own nefarious thing that she wants, because she's also the smartest person in the world. So, you know what I mean? Like I feel like she could have definitely helped already take Homelander down if that was her actual goal. Like, just Homelander. You know what I mean? Like, she's like, we need him alive for phase 2, which means there's a phase 3. Or, you know, like probably, you know what I mean? Like, there's another phase probably after that.
And that's why, and it gives her the motive to do what she did when she freed Polarity. Right. Where she was just like, it doesn't matter anyway. Like, this guy, you know, he finally felt the sun hit on him again, and he's low key killing the vibe. He's gonna fuck, right, to your point, he's gonna fuck my plan up. That's her train of thought right now. It's like, no, you're gonna fuck up my shit, so you gotta go. But yes, please continue on with the chat. Yeah, I like that answer. I like your response to that.
Pascal said the Bush bro. What the fuck? Steve said showing the younger generation is waking up to Vaught's bullshit was really cool. So things like that. Matta said the legendary Brojan horse. Danny said, I can't believe Hole was the savior.
The asshole.
Andrew, the asshole, yeah. Andrew said she was totally in love with Godolkin, bro. Sister Sage equals Lex Luthor confirmed. AD said MCU confirmed. Matta said getting big Luthor vibes from her. I need a Polarity spinoff show. I did not think I was gonna like. I actually like Polarity a lot. Yes. I think he's great.
I did too. I'm glad.
I love his character, his growth. I think in the only 2 seasons that we've seen him, like, I think it's just been phenomenal. Like, I love the fact that he, like, the one of the most like surprising pairings I think in this season was him and Emma. Mm-hmm. And I think they were great. Like, they had that like chemistry where it was just great. I just loved it so much. I think her character was one of the most entertaining ones, honestly, the entire season. Just her going around with different groups. Like, she was kind of just like bouncing around, interacting with Polarity, then with the 3 other students that were kind of like rebels, like her little group, you know, Bushmaster, and her new love interest, and then obviously the main cast.
Right. No, agreed. And I think it goes, and that's why at the end there, where Maria was just like, you know what, like, I'm not running anymore. I'm not doing this by myself anymore. I got y'all. So let's like do the, because she dipped again. You know, she had dipped when they were in what's the prison that they were in called? Elmira. So she had dipped there, left them, and again when she left with Kate, and Kate was like, "Yo, I'll like go with you, whatever," and to just try and like settle this whole thing herself, which to an extent I understand from a character perspective, because even like her own sister told her to her face, like, every bad thing that's happened to me is because of you. And again, we knew that she was sort of projecting, but that's a harsh thing to say. That's a harsh thing to hear from your sister. You know what I mean? So it was something where I understood her motives, and I understood why she did what she did. And I also really liked and understood why Jordan was like, yo, we can't be together. It's and I'm sure this is something temporary, especially depending on what they do going forward with Gen V, right? Because this did feel something where they are now going to play, and we had said probably in the beginning of the season or in the middle, where how big of a role are they going to play in the boys? Well, I think they're playing a huge role now. Obviously, at the end, where we see Starlight, we see what's his name just come out of nowhere. Yeah, A-Train. I completely forgot he was fucking like with them now, but it's a whole thing where
Clean it up.
Throughout, clean up what?
That whole end scene there.
Just in terms of the way it looked?
All on the stage. Like, it was pretty bad. Yeah.
Oh.
So I'm sorry, man. Sorry you felt that way.
Clean it up.
But I completely forgot. But it goes to show where, Polarity has said it at one point. Oh, to Marie talking about K is like, bro, the vault machine, this is what it does. These, we do shit that we did not think we were capable of, and what we think is right because they told us it was right, and you kind of fall for it. You fall for the bullshit because that's just what's going on. It's what's happening. And I'm glad, we got over all of, not all the issues, obviously, but Marie forgave, Kate. It does seem like Kate seems more genuine about the whole situation. Same thing with Sam. You know what I mean? Like, he definitely seems like he wants to be present, and it's something that was Emma constantly mentioned as well, where the other guy had asked her like, yo, what's his deal, isn't he kind of like crazy? And she's like, yo, he's been he's been locked up his entire life. He doesn't know right from wrong, really. He's beginning to finally learn like these things. So I think it's really cool, man. I really liked what they did this season. I really didn't have do I think the finale was this again grand? Because I thought the season 1 finale was really good. So I'm kind of on the same boat as I was with not the same. Let me not say that, because obviously, and maybe I'll have to defend myself a little bit more about the Peacemaker finale.
God.
Yeah. Why is bro laughing?
Because he's an MCU head now, bro.
Oh. Wait.
Well, DC is going to be no more, so
he don't like DC anymore.
You don't like DC anymore. That's why I just finished reading Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow.
Yeah, see the fact you just said
Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, amazing. Yeah. Boom, read the first issue of Absolute Batman. Fuego, absolute gasoline. Fire. Cannot wait to continue it. Love DC. Fuck out my face with that shit. Hashtag always was release the Snyder Cut. And
yeah, there you go. That's all I needed to hear.
What?
Thank you.
What? That's being a DC fan.
I'm
That's being a
kidding.
Yo. Hashtag release the air
look
cut.
at this guy. Oh my god. Okay, yeah. Now you're going too far.
How am I going too far?
Bro,
but you just said I don't got my DC card, so I'm proving it. I'm putting it on the table.
Take it off the table.
Huh? Yo, shout out Blue Beetle. Shit was fire. Oh, I. That's what I thought. Back to what I was saying though. Back to Generation
Yo, you did that
V.
shit to Eunice once because I'm sorry
on the pod.
Yeah. Like, bro, we were like 30 seconds in and he was already starting some bullshit. He was like, yo, and you were like, yo, don't start. Don't start.
Damn, fuckhead Eunice, bro.
Yo, bro.
Why he not on right now?
Bro, you know he
come
totally
through, bro.
Here, bro.
If you're just joining us, we still yapping about some Gen V. But back to what I was saying, I wasn't underwhelmed like I was for Peacemaker.
He was whelmed.
I thought I was whelmed, but I thought they did a better job at concluding what they had going on this season, better than if I'm comparing it to Peacemaker and the comparisons I'm making there. I thought that if Peacemaker had done, and again, it's hard to compare because they're both in two different kind of phases, but I think this did the story and continued the story a little bit better than what the Peacemaker finale had done. So if Peacemaker had done something similar to this, I would have fucked with it more. But I liked what they did. I liked what they did here with Gen V.
Peacemaker had so much potential with the other universe, man. I thought they were really gonna do something with that.
Mark don't want to hear it no more. Yo, we were
just
winging.
saying,
we
like,
were wing of the week, bro.
Yo,
we were wing of the week.
I was wing of the week for saying my opinion, bro.
Me, you, and Eunice, bro. Wing of the week.
I love
that
it.
shit. Yo, thank y'all. Yo,
appreciate it.
Yeah, we need a suit. We need a suit to take over DC, bro. Those guns got to be held accountable.
All right. Well, we didn't say that. That was on Eunice.
That's
so
insane. Who
I won't.
said
I won't.
that?
I won't be defending any of that. Well, we'll talk about it in a little bit because me and Mark did have a conversation this weekend. It was a positive conversation.
Yeah, you're starting to piss me off though. So, but just tread lightly. Let's just tread lightly now.
is crazy.
What?
That's
kidding,
crazy.
I'm kidding.
Damn.
Bro, I was like, damn. I guess Mark that upset.
No, it's a joke. Damn.
It's a joke. Yeah, but again, I do like that they're setting it up for them to be a big part, in the boys. And I love how Starlight shows up in the premiere, shows up in the finale. So we ready. We get in there. It's just to your point, Mark, them not doing Godolkin because look what they already got. They got Vought and Homelander. Obviously, Homelander's the big bad of the universe. That's just it is what it is. And Tony Starr. I'm not being nominated for any sort of Emmy for this role.
Bro, they don't respect superhero stuff, bro.
I mean, but bro,
unless it's like Penguin, where it's like basically mafia stuff.
Yeah, I mean that again. That's
superhero-related.
nah. Because they gave Watchmen its respect, and the reason they did that is because
the kind of story they had to tell in order for that shit to get recognized.
Yeah, right.
Bro, right. And the reason, and again, it's a HBO prime time 9 p.m. Sunday night show.
Yo, remember those Sunday nights, bro?
Which Lanterns is going to be? So
in
if
October
it is,
if it tracks the way Watchmen did, if it tracks the way the Penguin did, and again, Mark and I went over the list of people on this joint, bruh. It's like I'm there. I'm so there.
Kingsbury, you're right, but she should have been nominated for the first Black Panther as well. But
yo, they really get
the second one though was really where she.
Oh yeah, she
really-
absolutely
yeah.
cooked in that. Was
Yeah.
Her
Yo,
best moment.
they really just gave Jamie Lee Curtis an Oscar just to give her
having
an
glizzy
Oscar.
fingers, bro. Glizzy fingers.
Just to give her an bro, she
Glizzy
was
fingers?
she
What
was
the
in
fuck?
she was in the movie for like 2 minutes. She was in the movie for 2. I'm not about it. I'm not finna get tired right now.
That's the thing. That's why that award shit. Like I just only want to celebrate when it's like people I'm a fan of. Like when they win. That's when I'm like, all right, that's cool that happened. But everything else is just like, fam. Like we might as well gamble on this. We might as well gamble because like it's gonna be like kind of dumb.
Yo,
it's gonna be kind of dumb. Just
gambling
being like,
is a sensitive topic.
Like
right
I saw
now, bro.
something on Twitter that said, "Yo, watch Sinners not win a single award next year, bro." And I feel like that's gonna be a thing. I feel like they're gonna be like, nah.
I respect also because the vibe is there, but they're re-releasing it in theaters, which I feel like helps
It's only
because
for a week.
That don't matter, bro.
But don't get me wrong, because I feel like
And
that's
not
what
even
happened.
everywhere.
I feel like that's what happened with Dune, where Dune just did not get the credit it deserved.
Bro,
like Dune Part
Dune-
2 did not get the credit it deserved.
Are we
like,
done
when
with
it came
Gen V?
to award season? Nah.
Oh, okay.
What do we want to wrap up with Gen V? I'm gonna try and see if I can find us some IMDb bad reviews for the episode.
I'm going to the bathroom. I broke the seal, bro.
Dang, broke the seal. Dang,
think-
you gonna
I
miss the
think-
bad reviews. But talk to us, Mark.
I think it was really good. I think, like you said, I think it progressed the story a lot. It did a great job building its characters. I'm there, man.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't think it was the
I
strongest of the
wasn't-
season. Like I don't think it was the strongest episode of the season, and that's where like
what was better?
Huh?
What was the better one?
I think when I like the episode where they're about to Jordan and Marie are in the boxing ring about a fight, and then you realize that he does have powers, like Cypher does have powers. I fuck with that. I think they had a real good, like, especially or when they get locked up again. I thought that was a really strong episode. Oh, when she fucking she saves her sister. fire. I thought all those episodes were super super well done. Again, not saying that this wasn't. I do think to your point though, again, because it just makes sense. They had to do all this stuff because they can't bring it. They can't bring it.
As
Right.
soon as he took over her body, it was over. Like,
Yeah,
he was dead.
They can't.
He had to die that episode. He had to.
Yeah,
Because if that means he could take over Homelander.
Yeah, and as much as I agree with Ariel, where I wish we got a little bit more time with Godolkin in his own body. Again, we dealt with Godolkin the entire season because he was acting as Cypher. So in terms of it flowing with the story, it made sense. You know what I mean? And right, he did help her get these upgrades. Like, one, for training her, and then two, when he went in her mind, she's like, bet, say less. Now I'm just really gonna pick your brain, stupid. So I fuck with that. I fuck with her sister now being a part of, the group. She has powers, embracing the fact that, like, this is it now. Like, I have a decision to make. You can't go back to a normal life, really. So that's why I'm also excited that, they're like, yo, you ready to join, like, the resistance? Because this is it. Like, y'all have seen firsthand all the shit that goes on with Vought. And these are the most powerful people in the world right now. So you either going to be in one way or another. You got to be in it, or else you're just going to die. Like, you're eventually going to get caught. You're going to die. And to your point with Polarity and his character, and I saw C-Baby had mentioned it earlier, where they did such a good job of paying tribute to the actor Chance, to the character of Andre in the series, and how it related to his father in the series. Right. Yeah. I thought it was just really well done. So kudos to them for that. Let's see. We got the episode.
I'm also really glad they gave him that moment in the car, though, where it's like, he was like, yeah, like, where he's talking to Doug, and Doug was like, yeah, like, he really pissed Godolkin off, like, your son. And he was just like, he did all these, like, like, he was just like, he was the greatest hero I've ever seen. Like, you see his dad, like, damn, like, like, he needed to hear that, I think. So that was just a really great moment for his character.
Yeah, because he also felt some type of way himself, right? About, he knew he was dealing with what he was dealing with his seizures and his power, and it was never something he decided to talk to his son about. And again, it just goes to show the extent of Vaught's brain rot and the extent of their manipulation, where a basic conversation a parent can be having and should be having with their child is lost in the fame and in the glory of being number one and being in the top 3, and then you eventually can make the 7. You know what I mean? It's like, it's crazy when all of that shit is irrelevant. All of that shit is a moot point. And again, I agree. I think Polarity's character, especially from season 1 to season 2, incredible arc that he went on. Again, all of them for the most part just finding themselves out more and seeing through the bullshit so that they can maximize their true potential, not only as super beings, but just regular human beings in general.
I think Marie's the only low level.
Oh, go ahead.
You think Marie is the only one that... I think power-wise, no. Emma powered up power-wise. She can control her power better now.
Barely saw any of that
True.
in action.
Understandable.
Yeah.
That's understandable. I think
Jordan's
power-wise, yes.
Jordan's still, like, strong, and then also
non-factor negative 20 effectiveness went on the floor.
What's his name?
Went on the floor.
What's his name? The guy.
Sam?
The guy. Huh?
Sam?
Yeah, Sam. Yes. Sam. He should also be pretty strong. So I think obviously, yeah, they're not on the, like, I don't think, maybe Sam would be on the same league probably, but he'd be still like a low-ranking guy.
Same league as who?
But
Like
I know, like,
in terms of
I
power
was like,
level.
like, I think in the Starlight type category, like, where it's just like, like he's not like as strong. Like, he's a little like weaker than her, but just like
supporting.
Right, because I was gonna say we got to remember at this point in time, Marie is Homelander level Ox.
Yes.
She is Homelander level.
I know.
Like, she is the key.
So
She's
was
the chosen
Victoria
one.
Newman, but like that's why.
No, not even Victoria Newman, bro. They've literally said throughout the season, if you were paying attention.
No, I know she's the strongest. She's basically, she could pretty much blow up Homelander.
She could go toe to toe with him.
Yeah, like that's the thing. I think that's really cool. It's just I feel like I hope that everybody else on the team gets that moment, because in One Piece that's kind of like the thing right now where like everybody's like leveling up to their full form. Like
I don't think you're
potential.
gonna get that in The Boys season 5 whatsoever. So please do not be expecting that.
No,
because,
I mean, it
again,
would've been cool to see that,
What we
but-
were talking about, I think Gen V does a good job of, and again, we have to take it as Marie is the main character in this. Like she is Harry Potter. She is the chosen one. Like this is essentially about her, and this is her supporting crew. So I think she's obviously going to have a big arc with her supporting cast in The Boys. I think, Huey and Starlight. And then on the other side of things, Butcher. And because I just don't think it's not going to end well for Butcher, especially how things happened last season. Like he's fucked up.
Oh, he's dead.
I think it's raps for our guy Butcher for sure. So,
sorry. One thing, like just before we keep, I don't want to forget to say this. I'm so happy that that she like realized that she being Marie realized that she was tweaking like in the previous episode and was like, yo, like I fucked up. I should not like have bought into that shit that he was feeding me, like, oh, I'm like this chosen one. I'm, blah, blah, blah. Like, and she immediately like said like sorry, like she owned up to her shit without anyone being like, yo, what the fuck, like, and she gave Kate her powers. Like it was kind of like the moment she needed where she was like, wait, I'm actually being, you know what I mean, like I'm strong, but that doesn't make me better than anybody else, so
yeah.
I think that was a fantastic moment for her character.
Yeah, I agree. And it also, she's sort of she's not even, again, it's so unfair. I think obviously Homelander is terrible, and she is sort of the opposite of him in the sense where she has sense, she has common sense.
Yeah, she's a good person.
Right, exactly. She just wants to do the right thing, and I think that's why her supporting cast works, because these are, and again, it's something where in this universe we rarely see superpowered beings wanting to do the right thing. And in The Boys itself, it's mostly just Starlight. I guess Kamiko, definitely Kamiko to an extent. But then the other people are Mother's Milk and Huey, and Frenchie, who want to try and do the right thing. Obviously, they come with their flaws as well, but who doesn't? But we just get it's so grim. The Boys is so grim. So that's why I fuck with it heavy as well, because I think it just gives me more of a sense like, oh, okay, there are more people that want to do good with their superpowers and not just be pieces of shit because they have superpowers.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate that from this show and the supporting Marie and her supporting cast. 1 out of 10 though. 1 out of 10. Mega weak. Extremely weak episode and a lackluster end to the season. So we have a super genius who has been planning this for decades just to blow it up for a few minutes of pointlessness, ? We're talking about
if he was watching the episode, it wasn't his plan. But go ahead.
We're talking about a 100-year-old scientist, not a 15-year-old teenager with hormonal and mental problems. Extremely disappointing. Disappointing is even a compliment for that.
Wow.
So stupid.
Yo.
I don't feel like that about it. Like that's crazy to feel like that about a show.
Again, it's like the details are all there if you pay attention. Like it was clear that he was kind of just going through the motions at one time, and then Sage came up and gave him the actual plan of how to get his actual body. See, that would not have been possible without her. That was not part of his plan. It was all her plan. And then also another thing that, I mean, I don't know if that, I bet you there's probably somebody out there who's probably thinking, well, wait a minute, if she could blow up Homelander, why couldn't Newman? It's because there are different levels. Like she's part.
They've been said that though. Hasn't Newman
No,
been
I
said
know,
she's like,
but
no, like
I'm
not strong
I still
enough.
see that shit online. I still see that shit online.
Newman was also only blowing up people's heads.
Well, yeah, okay, yeah, but she could blow up like people are like, why can't she blow up Homelander's head? It's like, well, she couldn't. She physically could not because she was not given the same type of drug that Marie was when she was a child. Like, come on, man. Like, come on. It's like,
come on, man.
It's all there.
Yeah, nah, that's facts, bro. 3 out of 10. You were spitting. 3 out of 10. Disappointing and corny ending. How do you manage to screw it up that bad? It felt like I was watching an Avengers movie with how they all grouped up and the corny one-liners. While they managed to merge Gen V with the main show and sneak in an A-Train appearance, what was the cost? It was a big letdown.
About $50.
It was a
considering
big
how it looked.
Everything. What did it cost you? Everything.
It was a big letdown, and while I'm not one to complain about acting, it was also pretty bad.
Acting?
And I'll read one more. 3 out of 10. Entire season pointless? Question mark.
My 0.
My biggest complaint about this episode is that the ending tied with the season off so that it doesn't loop back into The Boys. I know that some people prefer having The Boys being its own standalone show where you don't have to watch other media just to understand what's happening, but it's frankly such a waste to end a character as interesting and cool as Godolkin within the same season as his introduction, especially considering how he was built up. Additionally, the ending scene was horrendous, and we expected Starlight to make another cameo.
I disagree with that. We've known about Godolkin since season 1. This is
Yes.
just the first time we've...
I mean, he says it. He's like, "Yo, you've seen or heard of me. Like, this is who I am."
It's just you know, what is there more, bro? That's all. Is there more? But there's not.
Yeah.
We're moving on.
Yeah. Again, I mean, look, I think to a certain extent, to your point, Ariel, if they had sped up the process a little bit sooner, I agree. I think maybe they could have done that. Like do the transition from Cypher to Godolkin within sort of like that middle season kind of thing, because again,
I feel like Marie is also smart enough. I feel like her figuring out her powers like that would have been cool. Like, oh shit, like what's going on here with that? You know, just to get more time with his own plot.
Yes,
because I know that's Sister Sage's like plan, but to see his subplot of culling the herd is really interesting and cool. Like, that's the first Boys character we see that's like that, so it would have been cool to see that play out a bit more. But okay,
right, and then in the you know, where we get those Stan Edgar moments, if that happens a little bit sooner too. Again, you do this in like the mid-season, and then
first names,
and then you get to a point where now it gets built up even more because they're like, yo, if he can control Soups and he's trying to control like Homelander, like imagine if we figured that out earlier in the timeline, it's like, wow, like, okay, now it's not to say that the stakes weren't high. They obviously were, but I think it could have increased even more.
We need a stake
with
meter
that.
now. We just need to like put a stake and then put like how high it is.
Yeah, but no, I still thoroughly enjoyed the season. And is there anything else any of you guys want to mention before we close off on Gen V?
Because we're gonna rate it.
We are gonna rate it. We'll rate the episode and we'll rate the season. Mark, any other conclusions? Any points we might have missed? Chat, you're more than welcome to let us know. Anything else on Gen V you would like to discuss? We'll get to you in a moment as well. Chat.
Pascal said, "I miss my boy Frenchie."
Word, man. I miss our boys, man. I'm excited to see them again. I can't wait.
Yeah, I love the season again. Like I said everything I need to say. I think probably Heat this whole season.
Yeah. I'm with you. I'm totally with you. I was excited. It kept me invested. I love what they do with the universe and how it's set up. Again, my only complaints are they're a moot point compared to how I feel about the show, the characters, and the universe as a whole. So I agree with the Heat. Ariel?
Sublime. Boys season 5 coming soon, thankfully. And let's hope they stick the landing, because the comic is really good how they wrap things up. So
Really? I've heard nothing but ass things about the comics.
I like how it ends. I think it's pretty cool.
Okay, Mark, would you like to read some chat for us?
Bro, I love like when I say how I feel and everybody's just like, "Oh,
You love Thor Love and Thunder."
I can't say that now still. I can't still say that. Like I have to rewatch it in order to still stand by that opinion.
Guys, $20 in this stream, and I'll rewatch Thor Love and Thunder with Ariel, especially because I missed the first 10 minutes.
Insane. Bro missed the first 20 minutes and was like,
I said 10.
20.
15.
Because when I mentioned the part of the movie and you were like, when did that happen? I'm like, what? How long was bro in concessions, bro?
Yo, I used to be late to movies pretty often, man.
That's
was so bad.
crazy,
that was so
dude.
bad. Yeah.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Oh, and by the
it was
way, for
horrible.
what you said earlier about Doom, 2 Oscars, Doom Part 2.
I know, but it should have been nominated for more and should have won
yeah.
more. It deserved better.
Yeah, Best Achievement in Cinematography, Best Picture of the Year, and Best Production Design was nominated for.
Mark, would you like to read some of the chat before we move on to some tea?
Pascal said Wavy is the highest, right? Then I'm gonna say that. Yep. C Baby said I'll rate the episode Wavy the season Heat, Kingsbury, Who's Ready for the Boys, Guadalajara. I think Mexico. C Baby.
The Boys Juarez.
The boys the boys. C Baby said his name is the college. Mata. I wouldn't say bad. Some of the dialogue in the last scene was wonky. I wouldn't say bad though. Mata said you never
Agreed.
never read it, but the consensus is that they elevated the comic material to another level. I guess he's saying the show is better than the comics currently, I guess.
He's right about that.
So then what did you want them to change the ending then?
No. I mean, like, in terms of what the content of the comic book is, the show is drastically different in a lot of avenues, but I feel like a lot of things that they elevated about certain characters and their arcs is better in what they've elaborated on in the show. That I can agree with. It's just, I think the ending is just fine. And if the show is leading, which it seems like it's leading towards that, especially with the characters we have involved, I think it makes for a great ending.
Okay. Okay. That's about it. Okay. Mata said, I mean, when they introduced her from the start as extremely powerful, plus bring up the fact that they were literally brought up the same, Cuzzos, in fact, in parentheses. Are you talking about Marie's arc? Yeah, like Marie and Homelander, I think.
Oh, okay. They're Cuzzos.
Yeah. Scene between her and Kate was, the scene between her and Kate was beautiful for Marie's arc. Yeah, absolutely. And again, you see her like truly feel regret. Like she's like, man, I really should have done this before. I should not have waited so long. It's because she was, again, I can't trust you with this power. You know what I mean? It's like as if she's like God. Where's the seed? For the Oscars, they should market it for, quote, for your consideration.
Consideration?
Yeah, like sinners. Consider.
That's fire, bro.
For what?
For your consideration. That's spitting, right? Yo, you mind getting me another one, por favor? Gracias.
My coworker said I shouldn't read the boys comic. They say the show is way better. All caps.
Yeah, that's all I've ever heard in comparison. Show to comic. That's like one of the first and only instances I've ever seen the masses be like, no, the show is done way better than the comics
comic
are.
book is definitely way more shock value than it is like
story.
But you know, it's still a good story. I still feel like where we're headed with this has potential to be one of those where it's just like, yo, like you could say what you want about maybe season 3 or 2 of The Boys, but I mean, or even 4, but season 5 could be that one where it's just like, yo, they wrapped it up, man.
Yeah, I think a lot of people had an issue with last season.
It did feel like it was this big build up into.
I do agree, but I do feel like
it did feel like, you know, they kind of built up that alliance, like especially with Soldier Boy and Butcher and stuff. I was just like, holy shit! Like I thought we were gonna get something here, but you know, cheers.
Well, is he still alive?
Soldier Boy,
yeah,
at least so.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. They got him in a chamber somewhere, but you know, we got what we got. Is just, you know, was expecting a bit, even like with the Hero-gasm fight. That was a great fight, and it kind of just stopped. Like he just lasered out of there, and that was it. But
I think it's also because again, they were so powerful at that time. The fight wasn't going to last that long.
Yeah, that's true.
I think Homelander thought I might lose this if I'm not careful. So he's like, I'm gonna dip out. It's 2v1. I'm out,
bro. Homelander's so buns, bro.
Cause you saw him, he was like, "Oh shit!"
He's so annoying, bro. He's one of the most like. He's one of those villains that absolutely terrifies me when he's on screen because he's just. I just don't know what you're finna do right now.
He's the only person in this show that anytime they're on screen with someone, I'm like, oh, like this is gonna be interesting. No matter how this scene goes, I'm invested because of what he can bring to the story. But the thing is that when it comes to anybody else in that villain kind of vein, it's just kind of like, bro, whatever. Like what? Like even with Godokin like being threatening or like kind of imposing, is just like, all right, I guess. Still interesting, still an interesting villain. Still would have loved to see more of that. It's
like you're saying, like it's like you're just not Homelander.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like it's not
like,
threatening.
This is pretty good.
It's
you know
entertaining.
What I really want,
exactly. Like it's entertaining, but it's like you're not Homelander, bro.
Yeah,
like,
but I think that also goes to the point where that someone had commented on here, where that's the thing. It was actually one of the comments I had read. This is a spinoff that is working towards a larger universe. And in this larger universe, again, Homelander, it's obviously Vought as the big thing, but the big bad is Homelander. Like, this is the guy that...
He's the Thanos, essentially.
Right. They need to stop him. Yeah. Like, he is the most powerful. And no matter what no matter what Sage's plan is, no matter what this person's plan is, if he one day is just like, okay, enough is enough. Like, I'm sick with... I'm through with all of you. I'm just gonna run this shit. There's gonna be absolutely nothing anyone can do about it now besides Marie Monroe.
I just hope that this next season, bro, like just you know what I don't want to see any more of? Any more of like the villains kind of talking and holding somebody up. You know what I mean? Like, this is the last season. Go all for it. Like, there's nothing to kind of drag out here.
But that's why I felt like season 4 established all of that.
Yeah.
Where now this is gonna, take off in that sense.
You don't want to see a villain doing what?
All right. For example, like when Marie was like kind of fighting for her, like. The whole like staring and like, or like when Godokin was just kind of like talking and just holding his hands up and like when the villains like kind of like do their speech and they're like kind of holding somebody. Yeah, the whole monologue thing. Like, I hope this season of The Boys is kind of just action, reaction, story moves forward with thing. Like,
all right, brother, they're gonna have monologues. I hate to break it to you. But there's going to be monologues.
No,
there's always monologues.
I understand, Mark. I just feel like I hope that the story is not bogged down by bad pacing like that. I hope that the pacing is good. I hope that we have one of those seasons like that we had in season 1 where every episode was just like, holy shit, what the fuck is happening? Like,
season 1 is really good.
Like, in terms of the pacing, that's
season
what I'm
1 of The Boys
like,
is
in
really
terms of
good.
The pacing, yeah.
Sure, yeah. I did feel like in this episode when they were in the training room and it was like
that took too long, bro.
It was like Marie was like Like they all got the students out, and then the students, then like the main cast came back in, and they're all like just standing there staring at him. And it's like, yo, just kill him. Like, that part. Those are the things I don't understand.
Yeah,
like those are the parts where it's like unless you know for a fact, like, yo, like he's absolutely powerless right now, but you only have 60 seconds before his powers turn back on.
Yeah.
So if he were just like if they
so
were like
true.
just if they had stripped his powers and you were like, oh, okay, like we're good now,
Yeah.
like for sure, then yeah, take your time and say how he's a piece of shit and then kill him.
And
Sure.
then
It's like, yo, like, oh yeah, we got you, even with all the people who you said were weak and blah blah blah. And I'm like, yo, kill his ass.
Thank
like,
you.
Goddamn.
Matter. To add to your point, Mark, like how much cooler would have I feel like the show would have won me over if they would have literally worked as a team and jumped them like Civil War, like Cap.
They tried. They tried to jump him though.
I know they tried.
It's what's their name did with the Nazi chick. Remember, it was Kamiko, Starlight, and Queen Maeve, and it was jumping her at one.
That's what they should have done, bro. Should have just washed Godokin for just having a trash name.
Yeah.
And Danny Rue, no, I like, sure, bro. Sure,
Ariel wants
Cook,
boom, boom, pow, kick, pow, blow.
That's exactly what I
screech,
said.
Boom, boom.
Actually, I agree with Denis Villeneuve. Like,
silent film.
Visual literacy. Give us that instead of yapping so much.
Ariel's about to change up on us crazy, Mark. Watch.
Oh, yo, wait. Franny Quinn just said Kate should have just touched him and said not to use his powers anymore. That actually would have been the perfect fucking scenario.
Jesus, man.
Yo,
as soon as that girl touched him, that other girl, then she could have just walked over to him and just said, like, kill yourself or like whatever. Like,
whack.
Stop.
This shit is fucking whack, bro.
That actually is a crazy plot hole I didn't even think about. Franny Quinn just blew my mind. Holy shit.
And so
also, Ariel, you owe me a drink. LOL. Who is this?
Franny? Hello?
Are you a drink?
Buy you a drink, ooh wee.
Whoa.
I'm gonna take you home with me. I got money in the bank. Show me what you think about that. Hey, I like that.
Nah, Franny, we gotta figure out who you are.
Word.
Oh, bro, come on, man.
Yo, shout out Frank Quinn,
Shout
bro.
out Frank, bro. What's good, Frank?
Any relation to Harley?
Or Castle?
Bro,
Frank, I got you, bro. I got you, bro. Yo, if you
C-Baby said Marie blew up the top half of his body. They killed the fuck out of him anyway. They did kill the fuck out of him.
I know, but
yeah,
guys,
I know what you're saying though.
Superhero shit. But I understand. These are valid points though. These are points that creators should be thinking about sometimes. But like, yo, but if we kill him in this way, would that make sense?
I just feel,
why wouldn't she just touch him?
Guys, there could have.
I didn't even think of the Kate thing.
What if he got hurt, the girl that was controlling him also got like hurt from whatever was done to him? That could be the kind of safe haven, like, yo, because her powers are so temporary, and like they're like, let's say they told him like, yo, slit your like throat type shit, and he slit his throat, it would injure her as well. So they're like, nah, like we can't kill him right now because it would kill her.
Well, she no, maybe not say kill yourself, but she could have just walked up to him and like, don't use your powers anymore.
But then it would affect homegirl that's controlling him, and she wouldn't be able to use her powers anymore. You feel me?
Yeah, and then she could have just touched her and been like, "You're good."
Yeah, but also even Marie's sister, even her vision. I thought, you know what I thought was gonna happen? I thought Marie was gonna like blow somebody up by mistake. Like,
yo, same, bro.
I'm
like, bro,
because he said a sacrifice has to be made, and I'm like, all right, this would have been even more bochinche for the story. Like Marie leveled up, but at what cost? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
if it was been, Jordan,
oh, that would have been insane.
I would have been tight, bro.
Kingsbury, I don't know. I don't understand the reference, bro. I'm sorry.
With Ariel thought he was
in an episode of You for a second.
I don't get it. I don't really watch many shows on Netflix.
I think I thought that was gonna happen. That might have happened with when she was trying to give Kate her powers back. because like Kate kept talking, and you could tell Marie was like emotional and trying to. It seemed like she was trying to focus, but Kate was like, "Thank you," like whatever, and she's like, "Oh, I forgive you," and then like. I don't know why. I was like, please don't blow up. Please don't blow up. Please don't blow up. Every time she did it, I was like praying.
Please don't blow up.
I just felt like it was going to happen.
Yo.
Nice bait, Pascal. Nice bait.
Pascal. Bro, Ariel always expects stuff. That's why he hates everything.
I can't name a single thing I hate, bro. Not a single thing I hate.
Franny Quinn for Andre. Facts. Kingsbury, about a crazy guy who stalks people who he randomly catches feelings. Yeah, it's funny. But yo,
but like, who is? He?
Yeah, I still don't get the
it's all good.
Like
how
that reference? Like, what was
I don't. I was just trying to see the math on it, bro. My bad.
Kingsbury, elaborate.
Show your work.
Oh, because you didn't know who Frank was. I think. He was like, "Yo, you owe me a drink," and you were like, "Who? Who are you?"
Oh, damn, bro. See, I'm sorry. Your reference is now a story, and we made history.
You cook, Kingsbury. Cook. Yo, the kettle is on, bro.
Oh,
and it's tea time.
I don't really even know where to begin with all this. I'm so excited. I'm so excited, bro.
Yo, Mark.
Excited.
Yo, when guys go, yo, I don't know where to begin and begin.
Yeah.
Oh man, I love tea, bro. I love coming on here. Pause that. I love coming on here and just being able to talk shit with y'all and just being able to about the stuff we love and film and television and just to be able to embrace in these moments. So here we go.
You got a work out.
Here we go. Glenn Powell and Michael, and guys, it's been a while, so there's news here from like September.
It's been a while.
Type shit.
Glenn Powell.
Cooked. Glenn Powell and Michael B. Jordan are reportedly in talks to star in Joseph Kosinski's Miami Vice remake. Bro, today.
Are you fucking with me, bro?
No, this was September 28th. Today, Michael B. Jordan apparently officially signed on for a role.
So, wow.
Fire, bro.
Oh, wow.
Joseph Kosinski is one of those guys that makes hell yeah movies. Like it, and I haven't seen his Tron movie, and I'm so excited to watch his Tron movie.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't even know he directed it until like when I was looking it up for
bro,
like
you
F1.
see a lot of his F1 sauce in Tron. So 15 years ago, he was doing the shots that we see in F1. It's
he
so damn
is
good.
such a hell yeah director.
Yeah.
I'm so fucking excited for this.
Joseph Kosinski films makes you feel like Glenn Powell in that picture where he's like
when
that.
he looks like a capybara.
No, where he's like smiling really hard.
Oh, okay.
Wait, are we talking about two different?
No, I think it's the same photo.
Where he looks like a capybara.
Yeah, he's got that comparison that he looks like a capybara. Yeah, just type in Glenn Powell capybara.
See, baby said, remember that tea time where Junior was talking about the A24 chocolate bars or whatever?
Yo, y'all was hating on me crazy, son.
Yo, I mean, that was like, it's so funny because like the weeks leading up to that, I was like thinking, should I say something? I was like, I don't know. And then Brim was like, because like they were not like, none of them were nearly as bad as that candy one. But I was like, sometimes I was like, oh, that's kind of like random. And then you read that A24 candy one, and I was like, I have to say something. And then Brim said something. He was like, bro, why is that even on the docket? And I was like, oh my God, it's been so much funnier. Such a great moment.
Bruh.
I gotta find out what that episode is.
Now look what happens. Like we get to discuss it.
I mean,
it was at the same photo, by the way, of Glenn Powell. It was the same photo, right? Yeah, that's the photo they used to compare him to a capybara. Like,
bro, that's so damn cool.
Yeah,
that's great.
Yeah,
love that. Didn't know that internet. That was great.
Guys, if you still haven't seen, real quick, someone had asked, what is Miami Vice? I highly recommend watching Michael Mann's pilot of the TV series. Well,
his film.
Right, he has a film as well,
Yeah,
but
he has a film.
he directed the pilot of the
Yeah.
TV series.
He has a
as
film
well.
starring Colin Farrell and Jamie Foxx in that Jamie Foxx era in the late 2000s where he was just fucking everywhere. Like, he was making music, he was in movies, like
Yo,
he was out here.
Blame It
cooking.
was my phone ringtone.
But the
Blame it
8-bit
on the
the
Jews,
8-bit
got you
version or
feeling
the
loose.
actual like MP3 version?
The MP3
Oh,
version.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Shout out LimeWire.
Wow.
Wow.
So if you haven't seen One Battle After Another yet, highly
bad.
recommend.
Too
and
bad
if
you're
you
missing
can,
out.
and if you can watch it in 4DX, even better. The 4DX effects in One Battle After Another range from the obvious, the seat rocking around during car chases, a cool breeze blowing past during nighttime exteriors, and the understated slight weaves of the camera moves that enhance the film's more hypnotic moments. To preserve and observe but undeniably affect the seat jiggling slowly when Lockjaw masturbates, a nudge on the viewers behind when the same character is being violated off screen by his nemesis obsession, Perfidia Beverly Hills. Yo,
Mark, where do we rank this in terms of like Mark, this is almost like you don't sign a waiver for this. And this is happening to you in your seat.
Yo,
Mark.
we
Where
out?
do we stand
We
here,
out?
bro?
One battle after another,
that's you.
40X. Yo, guys,
You.
25 beans, and we trying to catch one battle after another. Yo, I was reading this. I was like, yo, what am I
Bro,
reading?
That can't
right
be
now?
real.
Yo,
That can't be real.
Are you saying that I am a homosexual?
Is that Oscar Martinez, bro? For real.
Nah,
said
I
that?
mean,
Yeah,
this
is
is
that-
just
is
on an
that-
article.
is
This was
that-
in an article.
This discussing film?
No, discussing fish. Discussing fish. All Stranger Thing episodes will be over 1 hour long, between 90 to 120. Why are you doing that?
No, because why do they add, like, I guess
Yo,
that
they
they generate
apparently-
hype with that, I guess.
They apparently gonna release the last episode in theaters. They're doing too much, in
What's
my
wrong with that?
opinion. There's nothing wrong with it, but I'm just like, bro, come on, man.
I think that's cool.
I think
why
it's
not?
cool, but like,
Why not? Imagine
I want to finish this shit at my crib. Like, it's
understand,
here. Like,
but
let's do it.
I just feel like certain things are pretty cool for things like that. Like, I feel like, you know,
it's an event. It's an event. It's an
imagine
event.
like the season
Ooh.
finale of like freaking Breaking Bad. in
Nah, I
IMAX.
feel you. I
on.
feel you.
That would be fire.
What's up?
What article? What? Where was that article on? I have to find this article.
Yo, don't worry about the article,
is
man.
fact
Hold on.
checking.
Let me.
This shit is cap, bro. This shit is
Nah,
fucking
why is it cap? Why is it cap?
This shit is fucking cap.
Why is
I
it
can't
cap?
find anything about this thing.
All right, bro. I'm just saying.
You got Officer
But
Martinez.
I did forget to put the disclaimer, guys. It's been a while, but and welcome. Thank y'all for any newcomers that are here.
It was on the Onion.
Definitely
Was it? Was it? We appreciate y'all. We love to joke around. Comic book films, TV, films in general.
That was
This is what we love to do. We love to be here with y'all every Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is a disclaimer. I haven't done this in a while, but I like to read off news. I would probably say 55 to 65% of what I say here could be bullshit. So I read headlines. I'm not looking into reading more into the article. That's why Mark is here. Mark is here to fact check because facts are very important. We just here to have a good time though. But
wow.
what happened? Talk to me.
I only see it on Reddit, but some people are saying that it's true.
Yo, fuck with me. You know
Yo,
I got it, bro.
yo,
Fuck
Mark,
with me. You know I
Mark,
got it, bro.
Junior is dropped of all charges of false information.
Nah.
What do you mean?
I'm out on bail at least.
Wait.
I'm out on bail
Mark,
at least.
Yeah, you on bail.
He's out on bail. He's out on bail.
But good looks.
Out on bail.
Speaking of out on bail, James Gunn confirms that Salvation Run was an inspiration for the finale and going forward in the wider DCU. Apparently, they started beginning the process of trademarking all the Salvation Run. Guys, look, real quick, not to get too much into it, but the last couple weeks, you know, and we appreciate everyone that tuned in to the Peacemaker watch parties that we were doing and tuned in after the fact. We had a lot of fun. We're very excited for whatever other Thursday night show. You know, we wish, I know, we wish Lanterns was gonna be releasing Thursday nights the same way. That shit would have been
That's prime
crazy.
time, bro. That's prime time.
It is prime time.
That's prime time.
Prime time for us. But yo, pods on Sunday.
Guys, we need 100,000 subscribers to have pods on Sunday.
Yo. That'll be lit as fuck, though.
That'll be lit as fuck.
Because I'm sure Lancer's gonna slap. But yes, for the next Thursday show, for sure we're gonna do it, which is probably gonna be like
Imagine
a Creature
it's Invincible
Commandos or something. Ooh, nah, is it? But I think they don't drop it like at like 8 p.m. like how Peacemaker was doing type shit. But real quick, just on Peacemaker, I'm not even trying to like, you know, defend myself anymore. Like, I mean, to an extent, I will, because I wasn't here last week, and you know, the guys spoke about it again. Ariel, myself, and Eunice, wing of the weeks, according to Mark.
Yep.
Proudly.
But agreed. Thank you very much.
We here, bro.
But I just want to say, because I saw people. Y'all can attest to this. Before we started watching the episode, people were talking Black Lanterns and talking this and talking all this stuff. And I was like, I'm not getting my hopes up. I am not getting my hopes up, because same scenario that happened if again 5 years ago, guys, I think almost to the date, to be honest.
No, that was in January. No,
what, for WandaVision?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. My fault. So not almost, we almost there, but not there just yet. But wow. I had proudly said on this podcast, isn't it crazy, guys? Go back and watch that shit. Yo, our whole setup was different. What happened?
I can't believe this shit is real.
Yo, this dude's still on that.
I truly just could not believe it. I still kind of don't believe it, but like, because I feel like this would have been huge.
Huge
like
news.
This, yes, like people would have been like, "What the fuck?" Like,
yo, so we watching that shit in 40x.
I'm still most definitely not out, but like,
come on, bro,
it's interesting. Wow, I mean, I don't really find that, it's just weird that no big. I don't know. I feel like somebody would.
You think this should be? Yo, post about it, bro. Make a post.
Hell no.
Make a post on this shit. That ass. Like, get the word out. Be like, yo, why is nobody talking about this? Like, this is concerning. Why is your 40X theater doing this shit?
My guy's still out on bail, though.
Nah,
he's free now. He's free now.
Oh, hold.
Good looks.
Let's go.
Thank you. You know who not off the hook though? I'm looking at you, Jay Gunner. Yo, yo, we would love to have you on, bro. We would love to have you on.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
What happened?
You know who's not off the hook? Jay Gunner. Yo, we would love to have you on.
Nah, because he just
blazes immediately after he sees that, yo, you're on the hook, bro.
Because our guy Charlie, Emergency Awesome, had him on. Like he had him on to talk to him. Yeah, James Gunn on Threads was like, "Oh, I joined a few of my favorite like YouTubers or whatever."
You hear
and
that,
so
Mark?
That's what I'm saying.
You're definitely not on that list.
So I'm trying to promo us right now, guys. Go on Threads, tag James Gunn, be like, "Yo, CWV, like hop on." Even if it's only for 20 minutes, Jay Gunn, we want to have a conversation. We just be like, "Yo." Mark. What's going on, bro?
My cousin Mark.
Yo, Jay Gunn, you used to think you were the GOAT. Now you're like trash, like bottom 5 directors all time.
You see, this is where I gotta defend myself real quick, because this is what I was worried about. You know, when Mark does this, and he does it so well, he does it in such a manipulative way, where he's able to get the masses to be like, yo, he hated it. He wanted cameos and he wanted this.
Mark definitely knows how to cull the herd.
Yo,
that was good.
Fire,
Mark definitely, bro. Mark is so good at antagonizing. Like, Oh, here we go, bro.
He's like,
He's saying
yo,
it. He's
you
saying it
saw what he was saying about Jay Gunner? You gotta hold him accountable. He gotta hold him accountable. Look, this guy, hold him accountable. Yo, nah, Mark does an incredible job, bro.
You know, and Mark be asking you like, oh yeah, so what about this in the show then? What about this part?
I mean, yo, Mark, that's why he's the lawyer, bro. He's able to do this at like that. That's a quality of his that's very important. Like I can totally.
He gets you to
appreciate
crash
that.
out at a high level.
Exactly. Like he's just able to do it. He's able to just be like,
investigation.
But he's the version of, but why?
Yeah.
But why?
Mark is like that real hot, like ultra freaking Gear 5 version of but why though?
Like,
why do you think so?
It is necessary, but that's what I'm saying. Because guys, we can't just be coming up in here. I mean, we can. We do whatever we want. We villains, exactly, and talk that bullshit. But we also like to come with facts as well. And again, I was not expecting cameos. Back to what I was saying real quick. Because of what happened with WandaVision, I was over here. I was like, yes, Mephisto
Doctor
confirmed.
Strange.
Doctor Strange is in this shit.
Junior
Absolutely.
was sounding
yeah. I was like, yo, I'm going to sleep like.
And then he tried to get off the hook on the technicality. Mark, you remember he was like,
yo,
that was a deleted scene. That was a
but then
deleted
he
scene.
wasn't.
It was like, yo, get the fuck out of here.
I didn't try to get off the hook. I already bought Wonder Woman 1984. I had got the Blu-ray already, so my debt was paid.
No, but you tried getting like a retroactive W. Like that wasn't gonna happen. Like it was over.
That's fire the way you said that. A retroactive W. But so I was like, nah, I'm not expecting cameos for sure. Not like I'm not gonna get into this. I'm not gonna get like riled up. So, but like compare this to, because what Eunice had said was a little wild. Again, not to be corny in any way, shape, or form, but again, the whole release the Snyder Cut movement, like all that was the simple fact of the studio meddled in his like project, and that was a very big deal. So the whole releasing of that in and of itself was just a huge achievement of like the masses getting together and being like, nah, that's hella fucked up. We want to see that. So right for Eunice to say that shit, like James Gunn needs a suit to step in there and like say.
I'll be fair to him. He didn't
Max.
say suit.
Okay.
He didn't say suit. He said he needs somebody, to above him, to kind of tell him when to chill. But my point is if he's running DC Studios, who's above him? Unless you're going to give him a demotion, which is just weird. Like, you're not going to give him a demotion off of one episode. Like I guess my whole point is, too, if you didn't feel like this before the episode, and then after one episode, you're like saying all this shit, you're insane to me.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is where I want to defend myself a little bit, and also where I think Mark and I had found common ground. Where I was saying where Jay Gunna perhaps needs some accountability is just within, like, again, he's already super involved with the people on social media. I'm sure he sees a lot. I mean, he responded to the fact that it did get a little bit, it got criticized a bit more harshly than probably anticipated, and probably, and again, in the first time really in his career, you could maybe say that about how people felt about Guardians 2, but not even. I think this was the first time he experienced a quote unquote setback. And the reason we say this, and again, because I completely agree with Mark, that's crazy. We're not gonna say that the guy that's created a Guardians trilogy, made a holiday special that felt genuine, felt nice, was cool.
Best Hollywood
steps into DC where he can get himself into a more I don't even want to call it rated R for the sake of calling it rated R, but just a more mature way. And even mature sounds weird because he handles the Guardians in such a mature way. But again, he can be a little bit more his style and out there. Again, we see it in the Suicide Squad. Mark and I even agreed that Superman was probably the first time he went a little bit more conservative, but he kind of needed to. And that's why we have said we think Man of Tomorrow is really going to be something incredible, something special. Peacemaker, season 1. What I'm trying to get at is, right, one bad game or one, I guess, bad game for his standards.
And it's honestly not a game. It's a quarter. It's like 15 minutes.
I would even say, even say it's a quarter, bro. Like
I agree. That's over exaggeration. That's out of pocket. I myself say things in an out of pocket manner, in an exaggeration. But come on now, like I'm not over here being like, yo, get this guy out of here. I'm saying, I think what he needs though, because how I felt about the episode. Oh, yo, shout out AD.
Appreciate you. $5 donor. He said, my wife just bought me the Fantastic Four First Steps Blu-ray edition. # physical media matters. Hey, man, that's fire.
That's dope.
Shout out wifey. Shout out wifey.
She said, yo, we not waiting for that shit on Disney+.
I didn't know that was already on physical. That's great.
Yeah, it is. That's awesome, man. Oh, also really quick, Matt said, he wrote all 3 projects at the same time, including that finale. I think he meant episodes. Some of that critique, online hype up, and his hype up aside is warranted. Again, never said he didn't overhype it. Never said that. In fact, I said that he did overhype it.
Yeah, Mark
in
is
the video,
on record saying that.
On the pod.
Yep.
I'm on the record with saying that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so to conclude here real quick. Right. I think him listening to the audience a little bit, because this was very much a James Gunn episode. And again, 9 times out of 10, that's not really a bad thing, but I just think everything was just overblown a little bit too much on what he wanted to do. So I think it's okay for him to be like, hear out at least some of the criticism like on that, especially for a finale of a season that I thought was really well done and I really did enjoy. And again, I'm the kind of guy that enjoys parts and not as an entirety. But I do enjoy a lot of the things that they've done with season 8 of Game of Thrones. So I'm not going to be one of those people that be like, yo, season 2 now, garbage. That shit was whack. Nah, hell no. Like, no, in terms of Peacemaker.
Oh, okay.
Like, I'm not going to be like that just because the finale fell a little flat for me. Like, nah. Like, the season as a whole still has a build-up. The payoff is going to go crazy. The payoff is going to go insane. So yeah, you could maybe say that it's a moot point in later on in the future, but my feelings right now about it, that's how I feel about it.
I think that the Man of Tomorrow has the possibility of making the season of Peacemaker even better, maybe.
Yeah, and it's stuff that we've spoken about even with Star Wars, right? Where it's just like, yo, if they fill in the gaps, with certain things, especially leading up to the sequel trilogy, which a lot of people didn't like. Maybe few people could view it differently, but it's never really, things are a lot of in the moment. You know what I mean? And if it doesn't hit you in the moment, then sometimes it just won't, hit you. But that, sometimes you do go back and watch something and be like, you know what, like I did criticize it a little too harshly, and I do feel differently about it now.
Well, the biggest example of this is me with the Suicide Squad, man. That is something
you did not like that first.
Yeah.
I absolutely but I feel like it's that good because he fucking gave, like, I think especially in between Guardians 2 and 3, that was like the project that he worked on that he was like, nah, I'm cooking with this. Like, fuck that.
Yeah.
Like, he absolutely cooked with that. Editing, pacing, story, everything.
It's so good. It's so good.
The multiple perspectives of the like, it was great. I agree. I think
it was really damn good. It's a live action comic book. It's just I feel like he's doing that with Man of Tomorrow because he pulled his punches with Superman, because you have to do something that is safe enough to please the masses and also please the suits.
It was like new and safe at the same time.
Exactly. Yeah.
It was like,
it was still James Gunn though. That's the thing. I never said this was not
question.
Like, it didn't feel like James Gunn. It's just we all know what he could cook with, guys. Like,
exactly. So I think you bring up a great point where it's just like when he made the Suicide Squad,
we didn't know he was working on that until like he was already like fucking shooting it. I think.
But look at the time that it occurred, where he just gets fired from Marvel because of some issues that he was having.
They saw that shit and was just like,
right.
Bro.
They picked him up. They're like, here you go. Do what do you want to choose from this list? He chooses that, and then this is this is unintentionally his audition. And also like nah, fuck that. Like I'm on my bully right now.
I feel like even
that,
with that film,
that's his revenge film.
Yeah, I think that's what that was, because he even got season 2 of Peacemaker while he was doing Guardians 3 or something like that, right?
And
I mean,
then,
season 1,
and then he gets picked back up to conclude what he already started. Cooks with Guardians 3, like that run.
But he
like,
was
that's
already
an
working on
run.
that, bro. That's what I'm
That's
saying.
That's an insane run.
But he was already working on that.
I know,
stuff.
but I'm saying just everything that had happened. It was just like you kind of, again, it was just the stars really just aligning for him. Like it just feels like he was meant for this type of role. You know what I mean? That's why, like, I know I have my criticisms on it, and we're gonna get to it in a little bit, because, you know, Warner Brothers right now is looking to sell. So it's just like, where do we, again, super exaggerating at the moment, because we really don't know what's gonna happen, right? Is it a possibility that maybe they try to do something with DC, like go a different direction? Maybe, you never know, but I just don't think so. Especially if it's profitable, if it's making money, they're not gonna want to fuck that up. But real quick here, so I have this saved for this purpose, and we've already spoken on it. I am the one who's James Gunn on the last 3 episodes of Peacemaker. I am the one who's keeping the 3 episodes away from everybody, because there's too many surprises in those last 3 episodes, especially 6 and 8. They're just crazy. My favorite things I've ever done of anything. So again, shout out to Pat.
Shout out to Pat. $2 dono. Just got out of Frankenstein. Del Toro cooked.
Oh, really? Del Toro?
Del Toto. Del Toto.
That's crazy. Put some respect on his name, man.
Nah, that's fine. Mad excited for that.
Appreciate you.
But so that's why I just keep that there, because it's just like, like he did hype it up a bit, like, type shit. James Gunn says he talks to Ryan Reynolds about Deadpool showing up in the Peacemaker finale.
See ya.
I think we would have had to go through some pretty big hoops. Yeah, hella see ya.
Like, don't need that. I'm kind of I'm good.
Yeah, it probably would have been like a 2-second thing, like in the Doors.
Yeah, for sure.
Just like as a fun thing, like for people. But yeah, agreed. Wasn't needed. Why do it?
Like, if you're gonna do that, you can do that with like other DC characters. You don't have to do it with a Marvel character.
Right. Lanterns will be connected to Salvation and the overarching DCU storyline. Let's see. Yo,
it has the potential to do something really cool, and I'm with Mark on that this could be one of those that's like Watchmen levels. Like, holy shit, they're absolutely cooking with this.
So 2 things. One, I think, I just also want to say this because I also saw this. I'm just reiterating, honestly. I'm going to basically just repeat the whole Wing of the Week video. No, I'm just kidding. But I just like that people were like, oh, like, but James Gunn said you didn't have to watch all this stuff to get connected. It's like 2 things can be true. You can, like, which is what I think what he did with this season of Peacemaker and what he's going to do with Lanterns. It's like, it sets up like these amorphous things that will connect, whether it be a place or or I don't even know if a person, but maybe, I think mainly like places and like ideas, just rough ideas that can be fleshed out in another project, that like a movie, you know, like a main project that but you also don't have to watch the show to understand what it is. You know what I mean? Like, you can explain what Salvation is in Man of Tomorrow. You don't have to do it in, you know, like, you don't have to tell someone, oh, you have to go watch Peacemaker season 2 to understand this movie. Mm-hmm. You know, like, it's like shit like that. It's walking that fine line. 2, in terms of storyline, we still don't know that much about it. All we know is that they're investigating a murder in the heartland of the United States. I think it's going to be the murder of Alan Scott.
2 first names.
The OG Green Lantern. And I think it's going to be fucking phenomenal. I can't wait. I have, and again, it's not even that I have, obviously, yeah, I guess you could say I have high hopes for it, but I'm just very excited. I'm just so, the writers, I mean, I've said it again, but I mean, bro, the room, the talent they have on this is insane.
It is insanity. While you do that, I'll continue reading.
Yeah.
Let me know when you got it pulled up.
Go ahead.
James Gunn did say he has no plans to make Peacemaker season 3.
Thank you.
So this could have been the wrapped up. Yeah, you don't want no season 3?
No, because of like when you kind of introduce the bigger overarching universe, now you have officially granted your characters now to be involved with everything else moving forward. Like
There might be a checkmate show. I could see that happening.
see ya.
Damn, bro says see ya. Yo.
If they did do that, I could see it being like more animated than anything. But
Yo, more, how'd that make you feel, bro?
Even better, actually.
I don't really care.
Damn, bro says see ya.
Actually, same, bro.
James Gunn
Like,
says
I don't care what Arrow says. Sorry, what?
James Gunn says Peacemaker season 2 will affect Creature Commando season 2. Oh, it's in there. There's that's being written now, and we've got the first couple of episodes, so that's part of it. Yeah.
Wait, say that one more time. What's gonna affect what?
Peacemaker season 2 is gonna affect Creature Commando season 2.
Yes, because Rick Flag, like, does this shit need to be like? My thing
He's
is
just
like,
yapping,
are people,
bro.
But I also think people are asking him these questions, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like should he just be like, I'm not gonna talk to you about this, like, or was it on Threads that he said it?
Perfect. Hold on. I have a whole thread here that
James Gunn is
this from DCU brief on Twitter, but right, it was just an exclusive like Q&A with him. So James Gunn says there won't be a Peacemaker season 3 for now. He suggests instead that the cliffhanger on Salvation leads into the wider DCU and other stories in which they will play out. Salvation and Checkmate were always part of Gunn's DCU plans. He had plans even before he became CEO of DC Studios. He pitched Salvation and Checkmate to David Zaslav very early on. After that, the DC Studios writers' room helped him flesh it out further. He always knew Adebayo would be the one to found Checkmate. In the comics, Amanda Waller is the one that creates Checkmate. Salvation storyline obviously has big DCU connections. Rick Flag and Lex Luthor's plans to imprison all metahumans has wide impacts. James says that Lanterns is very connected to all that, adding, it may not seem like it, but it's all very connected. All right, so guys, again, take that with a grain of salt, though, because this would be happening. He be saying some shit like this. Everybody's like, yo, we're going to see, like, you know, Salvation and shit. And then, like, when it doesn't happen.
Just being honest. He's like, yes, it connects to that. It connects to these places, to these other things. It doesn't mean that. Obviously, well, but if he were to do it, it would be in a Lantern show. Like, it's Green fucking Lantern. Like, come on now. It's like one of the biggest heroes in the whole.
I'm hyped.
IP.
Yo, you a Lantern head, bro. You fuck with them.
Yo, he's a.
I mean, it's true though. I mean, I'm not lying. Like,
he's a green head for real.
A green head.
They're on the starting five.
Starting five of what?
Of the Justice League.
Yeah.
Like,
draft picks.
They're in the starting five.
Wait, like
it's the Trinity, Flash, and him.
The Lanterns, like just as a whole.
Like Hal and John.
Oh,
like
Hal
one of them,
or
yeah.
John. Like,
yeah.
Like they're part of that. Okay, here's like just some, right? So obviously we know the writers, right? Damon Lindelof, Tom King, and Chris Mundy. What?
All he had to hear was David Lindelof.
Bro, I know. Insane. Chris Mundy, Ozark, Criminal Minds, True Detective, Damon Lindelof, obviously Watchmen, co-creator of Lost. Oh my
God.
Tom King, obviously Tom King, the DC comics writer, like legend. And then cinematography, Armando Salas, Ozark. We got Florian Hofmeister. I'm trying to find out.
Wait, didn't Armando do the cinematography for Superman?
Mm-mm.
No.
Hell no. Hell
chill
no.
Okay, chill the fuck out.
Yo, real quick.
Florian Hofmeister, True Detective. I mean,
nice.
Like cinematographer, True Detective. Like the it's just like everywhere you look, it's like accomplished, star-studded, like either directors, writers, and people like cinematographers, like, and then obviously the actors. Like it's
they
insane.
just have a really talented core. like
super talented.
Bro, this is gonna look like Ozark,
And True Detective.
written by Damon.
Yeah, it's that's what and again
How you
HBO
lose,
HBO original. Like they're like, nah, this is not Max.
Let's
this
see the
is
costume designer.
this is
Yes, that's another thing too. Like bigger
Bro.
budget HBO. Like it's not like, oh my god.
there's not no
Same
there's not no
costume
little shit.
designer as Last
the-
of Us.
Every time I talk about it, I
Yo.
just keep getting more excited for the
But
fucking show.
we said it when they did the same thing with the Penguin. That means that all of them collectively, like the studio, they were like, yeah, like we gotta
this is it.
we gotta throw this on prime time. People are gonna fuck with it.
So we're pretty much in good standing with predicting something being heat, considering it
I
being
think
prime
so.
time, because we did this with Watchmen, we did this with Penguin, and
Yeah.
now Lanterns it has to be freaking gas.
Yeah, I think
It has to be.
I think it will be. Again, I think most of the time when shows perhaps take a dip in quality is really only after the first like season. I think especially when a new show is coming out like this, and this might just be a limited series. This might just be a one and done type of shit, which even better type shit.
This is all James needs to do though. Like in terms of an overarching story, you set them up in 8 hours of content. Give us what we need from these characters to establish them and give us some investment, and we're good.
Yeah,
That's all we need. I don't need a season 2 of Lanterns if this doesn't need to be that.
yeah. I mean, I'm
I don't think there will be because they're too. I think
You can't do that again. Like that's
yes, they're too big of a character to just give them a show. It feels like it would kind of eventually turn, like if they were to do it and give them multiple seasons, it would just feel like everyone clamoring to see them in a movie, like their own movie.
This is like the reverse MCU though.
Because think about it, you have such possibility. Like, dude, you can go to space with these motherfuckers, bro.
Easily.
Like, you could send them anywhere. Like, that's what's so great about that character is you could have. So I think the base of this, it might just take place on Earth with a little bit in space, maybe.
Yo, I actually.
But then the movie would go crazy. I think it would take that next step go like, here's all the space shit you missed out on.
This is what I think, especially with Lanterns. Obviously, it didn't get such a good rep with Ryan Reynolds. We know that. I don't think Green Lantern is a household name anymore. I think especially a little bit further back for sure, but I think at this point in time, he might have lost that household name status. Or, you know, and again, to Mark's point, people only look at it as one dimensional, where it's just like, oh, it's Green Lantern. That's it. That's to the extent that people would know. But there's a whole planet of these motherfuckers, bro. Like these motherfuckers run
planet army.
Like
it's a core, bro. This shit.
Danny Rue, I just beg the Lancers are 50-minute episodes. Yes, if it's on HBO
They
like
will.
that.
Oh
it's
no,
on
we're
Sunday
gonna get
type shit.
we're gonna get a good 45 to 50
Have this
minutes.
30-minute BS.
Yeah, for sure.
Yo, Mark, you remember that shit?
Atrocities.
Yo, Mark,
Atrocities.
Mark at one point, yo, you have been a Lantern.
Yeah,
head
he
for a
has
minute.
been. Yeah, he's been champion.
I love it, bro. They're just so great. People don't understand how great their lore is. And I can't wait. And it's like, it makes me sick to my stomach that they've been done dirty for so fucking long. So
He sounded so Jersey.
when this show, I want you to know, if this show is like, if it is as good as we're saying it is, and I just feel like, just like I said, looking at the cast and looking at the team behind it, it's like looking at the Warriors with Kevin Durant. It's like, how could they lose? It doesn't make any sense. So if it's as good, like, I'm gonna be a totally different person. I'm gonna be so fucking relentlessly annoying about it. So just prepare yourselves.
Yeah, I think
Mark is gonna have a ring on just like this during the whole pod.
Dead ass.
Give me your ring.
Give me your ring. Give me your ring. If one of you don't like it, I'm showing up to the studio. Give me your ring. Give me your ring.
Yo, I think it's a very, very like. I think the chances are very low for me not
Shout
to
out RDC.
and to enjoy this.
And also, shout out Zane. As a new Green Lantern fan, I can at Esto
attest to what Mark is saying. The lore is A1.
Yeah, that's fire. Thanks for the dono.
He's been enlightening himself. He's been doing his homework. I appreciate it.
Oh man, yo,
I think what's up?
Nah, I was just I say what you need to say.
No, I was just saying that, pointing out that James Gunn is doing like the reverse MCU where like I feel like in the latter, not in the latter, in the later years of the MCU, we're getting like shows and stuff, whereas he's giving us some more time with these characters first, and then giving us a film.
And that's what I was gonna say. Where I think starting them, and I'm starting to like more the idea of them being grounded and kind of having them do detective work, because then I feel, especially with I don't want to say just Muggles, right? Because Muggles will probably tune in because it's HBO anyway, and maybe it's not to say that they won't appreciate the larger universe, but for maybe people that are starting to creep into this DC universe, it could be something where it's grounded to a point where you're just like, oh shit, like you can relate more to the Lanterns. It doesn't start off immediately like, oh, like, you're in outer space, but then you prep people for that. Like, yo, look at what this actually is. We know it starts grounded. We know like they do detective work, but they also have to do detective work for the entire galaxy. Like,
exactly, yeah.
They are beasts for sure. So yeah, very, very excited for that.
I just read this Esquire article really quickly. It said, according to DC Studios' James Gunn, he intends for the series to run around the same time as Supergirl, which is scheduled for June 26th. Which actually makes sense because we're in late October and we haven't gotten a release date or a trailer. And if it was scheduled for like early 2026, like maybe they were just like, screw it, let's just capitalize on all the hype and maybe they'll just drop it in like, I guess May, like, and then have that going and then probably hand off right to Supergirl. I think that would make sense.
Yeah.
Because let's think about where that show could potentially end. Sorry to cut you off. Where the show could potentially end is like a super hype moment, and then you gotta like follow through because especially if it's as good as everyone is hoping it is, and it looks like it might be. I think a decent amount of people will be talking about it. Like, obviously, I don't think it'll have quite the pull of like a mob type show like the Penguin did. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, I only say that because I just think people just love the Mafia, and it was so Sopranos-esque, especially that first season. It was so Sopranos-esque that I think people were just loving it, and it rightfully so. The show was amazing.
I mean, this is giving off True Detective vibes, and people fuck with True Detective, so it's just
true.
like
that's true. Actually, it's a great point. Great point.
They're doing. I kind of see the vision here, where it's just like, yo, let's take inspiration from one of your shows, HBO,
one of our best shows,
and let's do the comic book version of this that still appeals to both the masses and also to comic book lovers.
Yeah, that's a great point. And if that is the case, then I mean, hey, then Supergirl comes in, and then fucking hopefully is as great as we all think it will be as well. I'm sorry, man. Like, this is gonna be fucking lit.
Yeah, I'm very excited for 2026. DC wise, finishing. And I'm so glad I got back into reading. I'm so excited to get back upstairs and kind of just read some absolute Batman. But Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, man.
Yeah, like, give us your thoughts real quick.
Yo, I mean, art wise, impeccable.
Beautiful.
Like it is, and
it's one of the best looking comics I've ever read.
I agree by far, and I also think it's something where you for me, the movie now, I'm just like, yo, if it can give off this energy, this vibe, that would be amazing. That would be amazing. And I can already kind of see, I kind of know where I want it to go. Like what I am setting expectations for the movies, but
that's crazy.
But listen, but like for myself and being like, okay, this is what I want them to do. But if they don't do it, that's okay because I know that this is what I wanted them to do, and I can't base them off of if they didn't do what I wanted them to do.
When you have a word count.
do you so you finished the whole thing, right?
I finished the whole thing, yes.
So do you think there's going to be some things they're going to have to cut out? Like, and if so, like how much do you think they can cut out?
I don't actually think they need to cut anything out. I think they need to add. They need to
Oh, so this has to be a dense
That's
film.
interesting.
This has to be like 2.5 hours.
Well, why I say that is because there's moments where, you know, brief spoilers, like she's traveling the galaxy, right? She's traveling the galaxy. So
right.
She's going to all these different worlds, all these different places, and she, for the most part, deals with conflict on a good amount of them, right? And sometimes there are action sequences that they don't do in the comic book.
Oh,
so,
I hear what you're saying. Okay,
so they would. I feel like for some of them, they would need to like play it out just so you could. Again, the way it's narrated, you know her strength. Like you just know how brolic she is. She's dumb ox.
She probably blowing people
up. Blowing people up.
Let me exaggerate.
But I just think it's something where, you know, they can elaborate on her strength by actually, you know, showing it. Especially like, you know, very important battles, they obviously show it. But just like little ones like here and there, you know, certain monologues, I know that they'll probably extend a little bit more.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there are a few things that they've, you know, just like with most,
gonna have to skip over
with most comic book stuff, because it probably just won't translate well on screen as it would on an actual.
Well, I mean, just
comic
think about
book.
all the planets they go to. You can't. I don't know if they're going to be able to go through all those planets. Like if it's 2 hours, Superman was 2 hours. Do we think that like it would have to be like at least 2.5?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna be 2.5. See you, Ariel.
Gotta say bye to Ariel while we continue to talk
Mark,
shit.
love you, bro.
Love you, bro.
You know, shout out to Jason Tatum and the Celtics. NBA season is here, guys. Hopefully we get to cover it this season, and love y'all. Come through and chill next week. I sounded like Obama there for some reason, saying so much. But
Stay groovy, bro.
Always.
Mark and I will wrap up.
I'm just so fucking excited for DC, bro. None of y'all could take that from me, bro.
Yo, I hope nobody's trying to take it away from you, bro. Like that's fucked up.
Yeah, it is fucked up.
Nah, yeah, man. But I'll probably do a little video and throw it up on the socials of like my Supergirl, my Supergirl review. Because between that and All-Star Superman, I'm like, yo, I'm fucking with y'all heavy right now. I can't even lie, because especially like after the movie, I went on like read that because Superman to me was, you know, growing up. What happened?
You after what?
After the Superman movie, like I got onto All-Star Superman.
Oh, you went on that. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm just like, I'm thankful for that because I've gotten to open up my mind a little bit more on the Superman, you know, character and his mythos and everything, and Kara as well. Like the shit that she experienced, bro. I love the way that comic ended. I'm gonna do strictly.
Chad, drop your top 5 comics right now. Go.
Ooh.
Go ahead.
Yeah, top 5 comics. That's fire.
Dude,
mine are mostly all gonna be Batman. Real quick, that first issue, because Matta said, shit, we talking comics now? Yo, a little bit, because I'm so excited to have like to be like reading it again and like being like invested in this shit. There's nothing beats a great comic book, bro. Like some shit where you're just like, fuck.
So I recommend the New Gods line right now.
Yeah.
The art,
clean.
The art is fucking insane.
Yeah.
Fucking insane.
That,
And
yo,
then Mr. Miracles in it is it's just fantastic. I highly recommend.
yeah. I'm curious. I think I saw something earlier on Twitter. I can't, again, part of Tea Time, I can't confirm whether it's true or not, but apparently James Gunn say he doesn't want to do Dark Side right now, just because everything that
I love it.
Like
I love
what
it.
Zach did, he's like, I think it's a little too early for it. But if someone could confirm whether that's accurate or not, because I saw it briefly, I didn't get a chance to like validate it. But if that is the case,
I think it makes sense.
yeah, it makes sense. And again, I'm curious to know what the overarching big bad is of it all.
Brainiac, no,
that's not confirmed.
not true.
That's not confirmed. But
Yeah, he did say that.
okay, that's what Chad's saying. Cool. So,
looking it up
as
myself,
James said, and the Batgirl run has been fantastic as well. Yeah, I'm gonna do the absolute stuff. Like first, just because obviously there's a little bit less of them going on right now, and I've heard nothing but good things. So I started off with Batman. Again, top 5 for me comic books. I think most of them would be Batman. I've mostly been reading or have read Batman in my years of reading comic books, but that's why I'm glad I got to experience All-Star Superman and Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, and I'm very excited to do. I'm sorry, obviously Watchmen's more graphic novel, but I guess we could throw that in there. But like stuff like that, I really fuck with. But yeah, it is nice to get back to reading it, huh?
Sinestro Corps Wars, my favorite.
Yeah,
fantastic. It's what made me really like fall in love with the whole.
Damn, guess
lore.
I gotta get on that. I'll get on that after Absolute Batman then.
Yeah,
got you, bro. But yeah, so I guess we'll cap off with a few. I guess the biggest thing here to cap off the night is, still relation to all this. So Warner Brothers has rejected 3 bids from Paramount. So and Warner Brothers has officially announced that they are for sale. Paramount has put in 3 bids, and they've turned down this last one. Apparently, like 80% of it was cash, and it's just like, yo, and I know we joke, and it's just like, yo, like DC is just up and running now, so like, what is about to happen? But guys, sort of deals like this in the real world do have pretty big implications, especially if certain companies are they themselves beginning to just own one space. And because Warner Brothers is not just DC, we're dealing with a lot of other, especially dealing with news channels and dealing with what's being put out to us, to the consumer, right? So it is something to kind of just keep an eye on, and because it is something where competition, and not only competition, but just having different sources, different places of getting information is important. So it is something to keep an eye on. I don't think right now anyone needs to panic when speaking about the DCU that James Gunn is starting up. This is still like all the stuff I'm sure that is on the release schedule for next year or the next couple of years is still going to happen unless something drastic happens very quickly. But
these kind of things don't happen just overnight.
Right. And they still haven't officially, they haven't sold it, right? They've just rejected 3 bids. Netflix is apparently very invested as well. So who knows? We don't know. We don't know what these other companies want to really do with it. But it is interesting. I don't, it's weird. You know why, Mark? Because, we've been doing this for a few years now. And I feel like for a while, we have always said like, yo, are they ever really gonna, sell? And like we're at a point now in time where they're listening, to other buyers. It's weird. And I feel like we've always brought it up, and we've always brought it up in relation to DC because how how tied into DC we've been throughout all these years. So yeah, I mean,
I really hope Netflix doesn't buy them, honestly. I just would be kind of worried that it would just be all of a sudden shows and like Netflix like originals that are you know what I mean, that don't have the funding, and it's just like they don't understand the property, and it's like before we know it, we're at the same fucking place we were at before.
Yeah.
You know, I truly hope that it just they don't fuck with DC, man. That's all. I just do whatever the fuck you want. Don't fuck with DC, man. Please, please. Can we have a fucking universe for once? Is it all right?
Yo, yeah, agreed, man. But again, everyone should just
Wow, the Thunder are losing to the Pacers right now. Sorry, go ahead.
I think everyone should just continue to monitor, continue to like keep an eye on that, because it's crazy. Apple. Speaking of Apple,
that would be interesting. That I think would be kind of interesting.
If me personally, if I'm Apple, I'm saying if I'm Apple, I'm just being like, yo, just give me DC. But that's me talking as a DC fan. Right. To your point, but that's the thing. Certain players that are interested, I think Netflix was one of them. They don't want the whole thing. They just want certain things that they can pick from it. But I don't know. Someone, Matt just said here, shareholders are unlikely to agree to a buyout. Warner Brothers is number one in the box office worldwide. Hey man, money talks. Like, I think it has to be a pretty big deal, and even if it's not like a huge deal up front, like the amount of perks that Warner Brothers like, what can you do for us in the long run? Right. I'm sure they'll be like, bet, let's do it. It's some Succession shit, bro. This is what this shit is. Yeah. Guys, highly recommend Succession if y'all haven't seen it. I fucking missed that show, man. Yeah, what a great fucking show.
Apple would I would be all right with that, because I feel like they actually let people cook. They don't like. Go ahead.
And I feel like in order for them, something. They need a franchise. I was about to say that was my second point. Yo, they need something that be like.
But they got lit shows. They got great shows.
They do,
and nobody be watching them.
Yo,
like
right.
Or if they do watch them, it's like kind of passively. They're like, oh yeah, this is. I
don't know. I don't know if they're, and someone can confirm or deny this for me, but I'm pretty sure obviously it's an Apple account that you're creating. So I'm pretty sure you need some form of an Apple product, like a phone, like a phone, for example, to even be able to register, right? Even be able to become to watch, like, or can you subscribe to Apple TV Plus on your own without having an iPhone and having to deal with like all this? Like, you just have a personal Apple TV Plus account. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, you need an Apple ID. You cannot subscribe to Apple TV Plus without an Apple ID. Also refers to Apple account, Apple ID. So, but I think if they were to get like DC, they would have to.
Exactly.
That would be the dumbest thing.
That's my. But here's the thing. Here's the thing about Apple. Here's the thing about Apple, and why I feel like they wouldn't totally commit to this, because the streaming and the streaming and the movies and the TV and such, to them, it's not really their cash cow. Like, their cash cow is this. So it's like they're like, we don't really need it. What they're doing now, because they just bought F1. They bought the rights to F1.
Oh my God.
So I low key think that franchise or that thing, I think they've already got it. And they've got it in something to them that worked with the F1 movie, because they did produce it. Warner Brothers distributed it. Maybe a deal like that. Maybe a deal like that where Apple's like, yo, let's talk. Like, we can bring in all your stuff to our shit, and we'll continue producing movies. You put it out.
Yeah,
that could be the deal. You know what I mean? Like, there are like, and again, Warner Brothers has that history. Clearly everyone's interested. Everyone's interested.
Yes.
So who knows? It's crazy. It's
Tubi
so
has offered Warner Brothers $40 trillion. Sources discussing fish.
Yo, Tubi. That's crazy.
That would be sickening.
Yeah. So yeah, let's see, Matt. I don't think that would happen just because we're talking about the FCC, but even if it didn't, the projects would be in different places regardless. Man, if I learned anything is that, again, anything at this point in time can happen. People are not caring anymore about certain restrictions and certain laws or whatever. Yo, here's the amount I'm paying. Give me this shit. We're going to do it. Fuck it. But I could be wrong. Yo, we got our boy Ann here. He hasn't been here in a while. He just said it. Loki caught the back half. It's all good. You don't need an Apple device to have an Apple ID. It's just an account. Oh, okay, cool. So you can do it.
Okay. Oh, okay. So you can.
That's
okay.
fine.
So yeah, they're chilling then. Yeah.
Yeah, super chilling. Yeah, bro. But again, me being a DC fan, like if I'm running Apple, I'm like, yo, we buying that shit. I'm like, yo, Warner Bros. We just want DC. That's it.
Yeah, y'all keep the other shit.
Yeah, I just want.
I think
DC.
that would be smart as fuck. I just if they, but I guess they want to just sell it. Like if they just want to sell it all, like fine. But like, I mean, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world for them to acquire Warner Brothers anyway. But I mean, because then they would get like Sinners and you know, like they would get all that kind of shit. So I think it would make sense. It's fine, but that's what people should be pursuing, in my opinion. Like I understand like all the hesitation now, I guess, with people are like, oh man, superhero movies aren't making as much now, you know, like, oh my God. But I just think DC has never really been like on top. So and I think they're trending in such a great direction right now. There's so much great shit happening. You have to take a little bit of a gamble. I don't think it's that much of a gamble because I think when stuff is done correctly and people are going to show up. When it's done right, people are going to show up. I'm sorry, they just are. So I think it's a no-brainer, personally, but I'm not a businessman, so.
Yeah, man. Well, guys, let's see what happens. We will be here next week, Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is spooky season. It is the day before Halloween. So yeah, we'll have a spooky episode. Let's talk horror movies. We don't have, any shows or anything like that going on. So let's just kind of talk spooky vibes. So that should be exciting. Again, Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tell your friend to tell their friends. Then we can all be friends. We love y'all. We'll see y'all next week. Thank you for coming through and chilling.
Love y'all. Peace.
Yo. I gotta end this shit. Yo.
Go to see.
Yo.